Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Level Up during the COVID crisis. So things are a little bit different. We're doing things different. We have moved all of our scheduled level ups to a different time to really focus on your guys' needs at this time. And today the question comes from Heather Michelle. Heather asks us how to ease clients' concerns about telehealth. Really great question. But before we dive into the topic, we just wanted to appreciate and acknowledge our sponsor for the Level Up series.
Yes, thank you so much, TherapyNotes, for your continued partnership, support, sponsorship of these Level Up video series so that we can continue to really create this content that you guys are asking for. And these are the questions that you guys have. We'd love to be able to provide content for you all that really hits home. And just like you guys are in the trenches right now with this COVID crisis, we're in the trenches too. And we want to be able to continue to support you. So definitely send your questions our way. And we just want to say thank you so much to TherapyNotes. They're an amazing EHR platform. And if you guys don't already have an awesome EHR, definitely check them out. You can get your first 2 months for free by using code PPS as in Private Practice Startup.
So let's dive into the question today. And Heather, great question. And many of you have all of a sudden, maybe you weren't thinking about telehealth if you've fast-tracked your way into telehealth to continue to be able to serve your clients. So it's a very interesting thing. And so this topic is more about answering the question around confidence for yourself, right? And so there's aspect of training and information, but confidence. So our first recommendation is for you guys to get confident with telehealth. Maybe you're a clinician that doesn't love technology. Look, I love the in-person stuff too. And one of the things that I've been telling my clients is this is temporary, right? Is that it's weird sometimes, you're looking at this screen and people are 2D and they're not 3D. And it is a little odd. I definitely am missing my in-person clients right now, but this is a way to serve. So it's really important, number one, to get specific training, right? There's a lot of online counseling trainings, a lot of CEU things. We have a free online training, and also be clear around your technology assisted counseling consent or your telehealth consent, which we also offer for you guys as well. And that really explains, both from a legal ethical standpoint, best practices, as well as from a therapist standpoint of things to expect, because Kate and I have been doing telehealth for quite some time. So things show up in the space that you wouldn't normally know if you're not using telehealth already. And so hopefully we have addressed all those things in our free online course and either or our consent for you guys. Right now during the COVID crisis, it's a little bit of an interesting time, right? Like people are at home with their kids, here and their partners and their family. And so being more flexible, and, we talk about ensuring confidentiality, is we have to educate our clients to ensure their own confidentiality the best that they can. But sometimes, right now our clients are in crisis. Their mental health is like deteriorating and they need us and they're stressed out. And so they might be on the phone with you hiding in the bathroom from their 3-year-old. And so you're going to have to kind of adjust and be flexible, be kind with yourself and be kind with your clients. But let's talk more specifically about building up your own confidence to then kind of share with your clients that you confidently feel confident in telehealth.
Yeah, and listen, guys, this is a lot of change for all of us. We're all going through, unless you had a telehealth practice before or you had a hybrid where you were doing some face-to-face and some telehealth, this is a whole new platform. It's a whole new way of really helping your clients and continuing to serve your community. And I don't know about you guys, but when so much is changing all at once, I know I personally have a really hard time with that, and I'm sure a lot of your clients do too. And for some people who may seem, not to use the word resistant, but just like fighting the concept of going to telehealth, and they continue to want to see you in the office, of course, not everyone is going to be appropriate for telehealth. So it's important to do that assessment and make sure that your clients are going to be appropriate. And if they are appropriate and they still don't want to, it's going to be up to you to really present this in a way where it doesn't look like it's this horrible experience and you're dreading it. Because if you talk about it in this negative way, or you don't have the confidence or don't know how to talk about it or how to navigate it yourself, then it's going to come across in that way of course I don't want to do telehealth. Of course I don't want to do online counseling. I want to see you in the office. But you could be putting yourself at risk. You could be putting your family, your community, them at risk. You just never really know if you're asymptomatic with the coronavirus, or if they are, or, there's just a lot of risk there, and it's not really worth it. So being able to definitely get training. If you haven't gotten training already, our free online course, Tips for TAC, the essentials you need to know for your online counseling practice, is that's available to you all. That's definitely something that we'll put in the resources. And there's a lot of other great trainings out there. And you want to think about how you're talking about this with your clients so that, talk it through with your colleagues. Ask them how do they present this to their clients? What have they found that's helpful? And maybe even do a little bit of role play before, if you feel really timid about how to bring this up, because you want to make sure that you're bringing it up in a way that they don't sense that hesitation from you. You want to have that confidence, and it's helpful to actually get on the platform that you're going to be using, do some testing, either with a family member or a colleague, somebody. Do that a couple of times so you get familiar with the platform and you know how to troubleshoot things on the fly, so that you're not just showing up and trying to figure things out, in the moment when your clients are paying for session and they're filled with anxiety and overwhelm already. To be dealing with tech issues and not know how to figure that out, not know how to navigate that, can be really, really frustrating. So allow yourself maybe even an extra 5-10 minutes to get on the video counseling, if you're doing a video counseling session with them, to get on the platform and get familiar with it. And then always have a backup, because if the technology platform you're using is on overload and the servers crash because there's too many people trying to use it. I know that a lot of people have been frustrated because several of the free platforms have done that over the past week or so. You want to make sure that you have a backup. So let them know what the plan is. If this crashes and we're not able to use it, then I'll be calling you, or I want you to call me, and we can pick it up with a phone session. You just want to have a plan so that they feel like they're taken care of, and they know what to expect. That's something that's really helpful. And then I know Katie touched on confidentiality just a little bit. It's really important to have good quality. So you want to have them use a headphone, right? Headphones, just the ones that come with their regular cell phone, are helpful. So that way it's confidential. It's also a good quality. And you want to make sure that you're not recording and that they're not recording for confidentiality purposes.
Yeah, and sometimes they might not be able to do headphones, or they don't have them, or you're working with a couple, right? Is again, we're educating them the best we can. And one of the things, it's interesting because I've heard like, oh, well, I work with older clients and they're not really tech savvy. Well, the reality is I have a millennial couple and they were like, I don't know about this online thing, right? And so one thing is we always invite you to do your consult on the platform, and or just take a time, 10 minutes, to invite them on the platform so they know how to get on. You can show them what it's like. And it's really cool too, because as you begin to learn the platform, and I think this is you exercising your own confidence muscle, you're going to build their confidence muscle. There's some cool stuff. Like some of you do like experiential type therapies, like play therapy with kids. I know Katie Cates May, the group guru, I always mess that up, is finding cool ways to work with teens and using the whiteboard. I know some of you do like EMDR and things like that. And we have actually a COVID-19 resources list. We've tried to gather as many practice builders and consultants, and put links on that, which we'll also put in the resource section. So get some extra training and support for you, but also invite your clients to the platform, have them look around, do a tour, show them what it's like. And that's going to help them build the confidence that like, hey, this isn't all that bad. I know for me, like I'll do a screen share, and I'll pull up, I do the Gottman stuff. And so I have my little, I have handy dandy things right next to me and tools. So this is something that I usually give them, but I've had this as a form or whatever, and I can pull it up as a screen share and we talk about it, right? So as you become more comfortable with the platform, they will as well, and you can really create a great experience.
I was throwing up my hands to do a hashtag to give Katie a little tip that I want to offer you guys a specific systems hashtag ninja tip. And you guys know we love our ninja tips. You probably have a caseload full of clients, and to go through this with each and every one of them is very time consuming. So you can actually record a how to get on the platform, what to do video, email that to your clients ahead of time so that you don't have to do that for 20 whole clients. Of course, you're going to want to do a trial run just to have them log on with you really quickly, whether it's earlier before your session or a separate time like Katie was suggesting. But to actually record a how-to video is going to help to decrease their anxiety and help them to feel more comfortable, because they get to see exactly what to do, exactly where to go. And that could be helpful for those people who aren't as tech savvy.
Love it. That was a on the fly idea, Kate. I could tell. Well done.
Yes, it was.
So thank you so much, Heather, for your question. We hope that we answered how to reduce the anxiety is really building your confidence and your clients' confidence during this time. And, we're here to answer your questions about telehealth and everything else during this time. So as we always say, thank you for allowing us to inspire you guys from startup to mastery. And we're in this together. We'll see you guys later. Take care, everybody.
See you guys soon.